Hello, how are we? How are we today? We're still enjoying the new year 2022. And we will continue to enjoy the glorious dividends of this year. We are concluding today what we have been talking about, and that is environmental philosophy of religion and eco-theology. The first two, I spoke on how to value our environment. The last episode, which was last Tuesday, January 4, I spoke on sustainable environment and development. I sincerely hope we learned something from it. And today is the part 2 and the final part of sustainable environment and development. I want us to please like this page, subscribe, and share it. My name is Josephine, your digital educator. And this channel is an academy of knowledge economy. If you like us, please like our page, subscribe to get notifications of all our videos, and share to friends and family members. I'm going to ask you once again to take your pen, to your paper or your recorder and record this. Remain blessed. Just give me a second while I share the PowerPoint with you. This is the final words on environmental philosophy and eco-theology. That doesn't mean you cannot still contact me either by email or by your comments on all the videos. If you haven't looked at them or listened to them, I want to implore you to please go back to December 2021 and listen to all of them. You will really not just enjoy them, but learn a lot on how to value your environment, how to sustain your environment, and the consequences or impact of neglect of environment on us as humankind. In sustaining our environment, there are things we should know. I'm not talking about them here. I'm just giving the highlight of those things we need to know. If you want to know them, you can contact me or you can read more, you can do research on your own. We need to know the stewardship and dominion theories of the environment. It's very important. Where all plants and animals were created before humankind. But God, who created humankind in his image and likeness, gave to us the stewardship of the whole world, what I call the micro and the micro management of the whole universe. So learn about the stewardship and dominion theories of the environment. If you're a Christian, practicing Christian, you need to know the biblical perspective on environmental stewardships. Even if you are not a Christian, whatever theology you subscribe to, you need to know that particular faith theological perspective on environmental stewardship is important. When we talk about theological and ethical foundations of stewardship, those are the things you need to know about them. You also need to learn about the marvels of human achievements. A lot of people will talk about evolution, Big Bang Theory, or whatever. Ever since the creation of humankind, there have been a lot of achievements. What are the marvels of this achievement? You need to know. How economic and environmental trends relate. What is the relationship between economy and environmental trends? Human and environmental concerns for present and future. You know, it is very important when you study your past, not that you are looking at it, but you study it, you know, your historical past. You can bring it down to your present, and from it, interpolate into what is going to be in the future. It's important. Then you need to, what is global warming? How has global warming affected human development, humankind? We all talk about global warming. What is it? You need to know. I'm not saying it here. These are the things, well, if you contact me through email, comment, you might learn directly if you're interested. But it's going to cost you a little. For me to take you on the global warming. Or you can do research on yourself. This YouTube channel teaching is free. But when you want a one-to-one, more, definitely it's going to cost you. You have to pay for that interaction. Or maybe you are somebody who's interested in species extinction. You want to know some species that are no longer now, or those ones that we still have very little of them around the world. Environmental market virtues. What is biodiversity? When we talk about biological or biodiversity, what do we mean? What are we talking about? What is indigenous wisdom? How do we change the dream of the modern world? How do we continue to sustain our environment? Are you a vegetarian? What is vegetarianism? What do we mean by climate change and its problems? That is a good topic on its own. For those who are doing environmental philosophy of religion and ecotheology, you need to know a lot about climate change and its problems. If you're a Christian, you probably have read about Apostle Paul. Apostle Paul have about 13 epistles in the New Testament alone. So what did Apostle Paul write or say on environment? How was land and water destroyed? How? When we talk about land pollution, what are we talking about? What are the consequences or impact of land pollution? Or what are the things, the materials, the elements that destroy the land or cause pollution in the land? Humankind's impact on Earth's environment. We talk about Christian scholarship on environmental philosophy and ecotheology. Who are these Christian philosophers? What have they said? What is the Christian scholarship on environmental philosophy of religion and ecotheology? Biblical environmental protection mandates and stewardship. What does it imply or what does it mean? All these ones that I've mentioned are available. You might just want to buy the 238 PDF pages. That I have and I'm selling. You can contact me on my Gmail. You can even, by making comments under this video, you might reach out. If you want to have the 238 PDF, all-inclusive pages on everything we've been talking about, more on how to value an environment, how to sustain and develop environment, everything you need to know, environmental philosophy of religion and eco-theology. You can buy the full course of the 238 PDF pages. By this, I have ended anything I need to talk on, environment, eco-theology. And like I used to say, it's very important to me and to you to like this page, to subscribe for more notifications to get more of these videos, and also to share with others. Coming next will be a general overview for those who are involved in any kind of research, any kind of project, any kind of dissertation. Are you an academic person? Are you doing your master's degree? Are you doing your Ph.D. degree, Doctor of Philosophy degree? Or are you just interested? Or are you writing project for anyone? I will be teaching on how you can make sense of an abstract proposal. Because all these things I've mentioned, you will be writing an abstract. What is an abstract? How do I write an abstract? And for those who are in academics, really, maybe they're doing their postgraduate studies, how do I write research methodology? Because getting your research methodology right and getting your abstract proposal right, and learning about other critical things on research, will make you have a very good paper, a very good thesis, a very good dissertation. I wish I had some questions before, and this might be the time to go over them and give answers to some from your comments. And I know some of you had made comments, have replied you directly. I just want to appreciate all of you who've been following me on this language Joes. Josephine is my name. I am your digital educator, and this is an academy for knowledge economy. You will learn more when you follow this context. And like I said, maybe the next 2 Tuesdays of this January, we'll be taking how to write an abstract, how to write a research methodology, and some other critical things you need to know if you're a postgraduate student on research writing, on dissertation, on your thesis, on your wherever you might have projects at hand. Even if you are doing your business class master program, you will be writing papers, and that you need to write an abstract. Then you need to know how to go about it. In February, I'll be doing a book review, and I'm going to start with one of my books. It's not my first published book, really, but is one of the first book, or I can call curriculum, a first of book that I actually did a kind of curriculum on. That book is titled Spiritual Formation 1. That book, Spiritual Formation 1, we have it available in Nigeria, Crowder Graduate Theological Seminary Bookshop. The e-copy is available on Amazon.com. It is combined with Spiritual Formation 2 in another publication called Experiencing God Through Spiritual Formation, which is available on more books that are published by Lambert Academic Publishers. If you can get a copy, your e-copy on Amazon.com is very, very cheap, very, very, I don't know, I don't remember, but I think it's even, I think it's less than $10 or $5 or something like that. It's very cheap. The e-copy is the same thing you will get in the hard copy. You could read it so that we can have a kind of interactive book review on it. But that book review I'll be doing in February, and the whole of February. If you don't have the book and you haven't got a copy, you do not need to worry, because the core content of that book, Spiritual Formation 1, I am going to go through it in the book review. It's as if you have it. So I will just read that when we are starting, come along with your recorder or come along with your pen and paper, like I always advise, and you will enjoy it. I love you all. And I thank you, especially those of you who have liked my pages, those of you who have subscribed, and those of you who have shared my channels. I'm grateful to you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. I pray that all our dreams, all our goals, we shall truly achieve it in this year 2020. Love you all and remain blessed.